Now coming over to the logical operator. The logical operator, as the name suggests, is used to perform logical operations like the AND operation, OR operation and NOT operation, whose functioning is similar to the AND gate, OR gate or the NOT gate in the digital electronics world. We generally make use of the logical operator in order to combine two or more conditions, for which we make use of the AND gate or the OR gate, or we make use of the logical operator in order to complement the evaluation of the original conditions, whereby we make use of the NOT gate. Now let us assume that we have two variables, variable A and variable B, but in this case variable A and variable B are holding boolean values, whereby variable A is holding a boolean value of true and variable B is holding a boolean value of false. And these are the example of all logical operators, whereby we have two ampersand symbol which denotes the logical AND and what this does is that it checks whether the two inputs provided to this particular operators are both true or not. If both of them are true, then this logical AND operator evaluates to true, and if any one of the two inputs is false, then this particular operators return false. Like in this case, if you look at this example, we are making use of the logical AND for the two variables, for the two boolean variables, not to forget the boolean variables, since it takes only boolean inputs. Now variable A is holding true, but variable B is holding false. And when it comes to AND operator, if any one of the input is false, like in this case, then the result is also false. Now coming over to the logical OR, which is denoted by two pipe symbol, we make the functioning of logical OR is similar to that of the logical AND. Just like logical AND, logical OR also needs two boolean inputs. But the beauty of the logical OR is that if any one of the two inputs that we provide to this particular operator is true, then the final result is also true, as we can see in this example, where we are making use of the logical OR operator denoted by the pipe symbol. Now, as we have already seen that variable A is carrying a value of true and variable B is carrying a value of false. Now, in order for the logical OR to produce a result of true, the requirement is that any one of the any one input should be true. Now in this case, since A is true, that's why the result is also true. Now coming over to the logical NOT, unlike the logical and the logical OR, which requires two input, logical NOT requires only one input, and the beauty of this logical NOT operator is that it reverts the input. So for example, if you look at this particular example, we are making use of logical NOT operator to the overall output of A and B. Now since we have already seen over here that A and B is giving us false, so what we are doing is we are doing NOT of false. Now as we know that logical NOT inverts the input, so NOT of false is evaluated and is given as a result true. Now if had it been NOT of true, then the result would have been a false. Now that we have seen and understood the working of logical operator, let us now look at the implementation of logical operator in a very simple program. Now coming over to the program, this program is very similar to the program that we have seen in the previous video where we were discussing about relational operator. However, in this particular program there is some modification, and the modification is in this particular part, whereby we are checking if current is greater than 10 or the resistance is less than 5, and if any one of this condition evaluates to true, then we are to print true, or else we are to print false. Now since this is the third time we are going through this program, I won't go in detail. Once we calculate the value of current by making use of the Ohm's law formula, after that we print the message saying the amount of current flowing through the circuit is followed by the value held by the current variable. After this, in order to check this, or we can say in order to implement this particular line of statement, we declare a boolean variable and we name it as a current result, and the data type for this current result is a boolean, since we expect that the value held by the current result variable is either in terms of true or false. And after that we apply the condition, that is if current is greater than 10. Now the result of this particular evaluation will go and get stored in the current result variable, and then in order to proceed to the next part, whereby we check if resistance is less than 5, we will declare one more variable, and this time the name of the variable will be resistance result, and this will also be of the boolean data type, where we are seeing if resistance is less than or equal to 5, and the boolean result, since we are making use of the relational operator in both the cases, we are sure that the output will always be a boolean, and that's why I am saying the boolean result for this particular equation will go and get stored in the resistance result. After that we are to check the final result, for which we are to see if current is greater than 10 or resistance is less than 5. Now since this particular portion, the current result represents the current greater than 10, and this particular portion, that is the resistance result, represents the resistance less than 5. The only thing that we are to add is the OR, for which we are making use of the OR symbol or the logical OR symbol, which is the pipe symbol, and the result of this overall evaluation is going to get stored in another boolean variable by the name final result, and finally we are printing that final result. This should be final result. This should be final result. So let us now go ahead and execute this particular program. Now on executing this program, enter the value for voltage. Let us give a voltage of 18. Enter the value for resistance. Let's give it a value of 6. The amount of current flowing is 3, and the final result, this particular result, is false. And the reason to that is because current is 3, so this particular expression evaluates to false, which means current result is false, and the resistance that we provided was 6, so this condition also evaluates to false, and hence resistance result is false. Now if both the input to the OR operator is false, the result will also be false, and that's the reason why we got false as an answer. Let us now go ahead and execute this program once again, but this time with different values for voltage and resistance. Let's give it a value of, let's say, 60 and a resistance of 5.2 percent. So as you can see over here, the current value is 11, and because of which current result is true. However, since the value of resistance is 5.2, this particular expression evaluates to false, and hence resistance result is false and the current result is true. Now, as we have discussed, that if any one of the input, in this case current result and the resistance result, if any of this input is storing a true value, in that case, if we apply the logical OR operation, then the final result will also be true, since one of the input is true, and that's the reason why we got true as an answer. Now that we have seen the working of logical operator, let us now proceed and look at a very special operator, that is also known as the question mark is to operator.